All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we're the brothers out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. We want to give our praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. Now, what you just saw on the screen, that's Hurricane Florence. All right, and it's been all over the news, and it's said to be a Category 4 storm. All right, and it's getting ready to shake this place up. Okay, and the title of this lesson is gonna be "Pray for More Destruction." Pray for more storms. Pray for these prophecies to come to pass. The RFID microchip, the dollar crash. Pray for Armageddon. All right, because we want these things to happen. All right, because we're totally sick of this place. Okay, we're ready for this kingdom to be destroyed, and matter of fact, we'll just go ahead and get that in Isaiah, or no, I'm sorry, Ezekiel.
Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
All right, so yeah, like I said, we're the ones that's complaining about this place continually. Okay, we're sighing and crying. Okay, and part of that sighing and crying is praying for more destruction. All right, that's how we sigh and cry to the Lord. Is we ask that the Lord bring more torment and hell on this place. Okay, because what will make us feel better, all right, is for this place to be punished for all the ways and the wickedness that this place has punished us with. Okay, because we've been constantly tormented by this place, constantly beat down by America and the system, and we want that same thing to happen to America. We want America to be beat down the same way we've been beat down. We want them to feel our pain.
Yeah.
You got something?
Yeah, I was gonna say it said, set a mark upon the foreheads of them that sigh and cry for all the abominations that are done. That's why we doing these lessons. We trying to make sure that the elect is sealed, so that judgment can come. So that destruction will come to judge this place. All right, because of the wickedness. It says that the abominations have reached the heavens. This place is crying out for destruction, man. All right, the world is crying out for this devil to be destroyed, man. All right, all the scoffing and just all the things that the men of Yahawah BAHASHAM and YAHAWASHI have to go through. Even King Solomon was vexed with everything, and he was the king. And he still was vexed with all the wickedness that was on this place, man.
Yep.
And the people, all right? It just everything needs to be cleansed, and it's gonna be cleansed through that destruction, man. That's why we hoping for great destruction, man, with this hurricane, man. And then there's another hurricane behind it. Okay, so we just hoping through the Spirit that the Lord, destroy this place, man. Because I was thinking about this on my way when I was driving over here. This is the perfect type of scenario for Esau to implant that microchip too. Like let's say, for instance, hypothetically speaking, that the storm it causes major damage, and there's no power, there's no water, no clean water, there's no way to properly feed the people. This type of scenario would be perfect for implementing that chip, man.
Yeah.
And that what that does, that brings us closer to Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man.
That's right.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Lord willing, because this is the year of prophecy. All right, 2018 being the year of prophecy, and I believe it's 5 months left. And so there's many things that can happen. All right, and there's many things that we hope will come to pass. And that's our hope. That's part of our hope, is the destruction. As harsh as that sounds, that's how, as harsh or crazy as that sounds to these people, that's what we want, because ultimately we know that it comes from the Lord, and that's who we look. That's who we look towards for our salvation, and we know that the only way that we can receive the kingdom of heaven is through the destruction of this place. Okay, before we can get to the good, we have to go through the bad. Okay, so this is necessary. Yeah. All right, necessary evil. You got it.
Yeah, because with destruction comes salvation.
That's right.
Salvation for the men that's out there pushing and doing the work in the will of YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI.
And we know that the more destruction that happens, the closer we get. So that should be. I mean, these times and these storms and different things are faith builders also. And because the Lord is hearing us. Yep. The Lord is hearing our sighing and crying, and that's why we got to pray for more. You got it, bro.
Ezekiel 9 verse 5. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark. And that's dealing with the elect.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, that's talking about the angels smiting. Because the angels, you have death angels that basically are gonna go through and just mark everyone that ain't right. Mark everyone that's not sighing. What did it say? Mark them that sigh and cry. They're gonna mark them with the spirit of righteousness, but everyone else they're gonna mark for death. Yep. All right. And it says slay old, young, child. The Lord is not gonna spare these people, man. All right. Say any more.
God, it says, and begin in my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. So like the brother said, man, there's no respect to persons when it comes to the judgment of YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, man. And if you're not out there sighing and crying, you're gonna be destroyed, man.
Yep. That's right, bro. That's right. I got something real quick.
Go.
It's Psalms 94 and 23. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yeah, the Lord our power shall cut them off. All right, and that's the wicked. Okay, it says he shall bring upon them their own iniquity. All right, and like I was saying before, these people have basically brought upon themselves that iniquity. Okay, they've brought their own judgment. Okay, it's well deserved. That's why we don't feel bad. Okay, that's why we want destruction, and we don't blink twice about these people receiving death. Okay, we want that to happen because why? Because they brought it upon themselves. Okay,
I was just about to look up a word on online etymology.
Found something.
The trending words that are being searched is hurricane.
Ooh. Well, look it up. That's the spirit.
I was gonna look up the word sigh, and hurricane was already in the trending words.
Hurricane, yep.
It's it says sea storm of severest intensity. Adoption.
Yeah, because these hurricanes are an instrument of the Lord. These hurricanes come from the spirit of the Lord. They're not just a natural cause, like the brother Tazama Dallas brought out in his lesson. This isn't just natural causes and just nature, man. The Lord is putting His spirit in these hurricanes, man. Yeah. You got something?
Well, it was just basically saying,
okay.
Going back to, basically it's a severe, the most severest of storms.
Ooh,
basically, that's what what it is.
Yeah, because when you got, I think they said the winds are going 130 miles an hour. All right. Yeah. That's severe, man. Especially, and what's making this storm so dangerous is because it's coming on the coast where there's water. All right, and anytime that there's coast and water and a coastline involved, that thing could do major damage. They actually evacuated millions of people and the Carolinas and South Carolinas. And like the brother said, this could be the beginning of the implementing the chip.
Yeah.
All right, putting these people in different FEMA camp facilities and different things of that nature. We don't know how bad this thing is gonna get, but they're saying that it's gonna be the worst storm ever in the history of the Carolinas.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna bring, Lord willing, great destruction, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You had some?
I got some real quick.
Okay.
Starts Psalm 94:3. Lord, how long shall the wicked triumph?
Mm.
So hey, that's the spirit we gotta be in, man. That's why we gotta pray for more destruction, because we're like, how long? Like, how long shall the wicked be over us? How long shall they, constantly have us in torment? All right. Verse 4, how long shall they utter and speak hard things? All the workers of iniquity boast themselves. And that's one of the things that we're fed up with, is these people with proud ass spirits, man. These people need destruction. These people need disasters to humble them. Okay? These things are humbling, man. There's nothing more humbling than a storm and you losing your house. And you losing everything that you have, man. There's nothing more humbling than that, man.
You're losing family.
Mm-hmm.
You could possibly lose, your family, your children, your mothers, your fathers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, your grandmas, your grandpas. There's nothing more, or the Lord might spare your life, but then you go back home and there's nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely gone.
Mm-hmm. Just imagine that feeling. Going back to see your home, and that shit is just broken planks of wood.
Yeah, the street is washed away. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing there. I got a scripture.
Go on.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16. I'm gonna start at verse 17, because part of the destruction. We're talking about these storms, but there's other forms of destruction too, man. There's other forms of judgment from the Lord, man. All right. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 17 says, "Woe is me, woe is me." And that's what we're doing, man. We read it in Ezekiel 9 about the sigh and the cry. Well, we're sighing and crying to the Lord to deliver us out of destruction that's coming, man. Right? Who's gonna save us that have been teaching the proper way, that have been being diligent in the truth, been going through the trials and tribulations? Who's going to deliver us in the times of trouble? All right, which a time of trouble is going to be in the next couple of days here, man. All right, which is really every day, but being that we're talking about the storms coming up, like, who's going to deliver us, man? All right, the one that we've been sighing and crying to. All right, it says, woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. All right, and that's through the Spirit, Lord willing. What this storm does, man, is causes great sorrows and mournings, man. And great mournings, okay? Since the beginning of famine and great death. You see, and with a storm like that, it can cause famine. All right? It can cause great death. Okay? The beginning of wars. Hey, like I said, this could be the perfect scenario for Esau to implement that chip, man. All right? It could be the perfect scenario to kick off World War III. It says, and the powers shall stand in fear. All right, because it tell you that in 2nd Ezra 15 about the people not regarding their kings. All right, in the day that all this, these things could happen, the people gonna be hungry. They're not gonna give a shit about the police and laws and shit. All right, it say the power shall stand in fear, man. Because Esau knows that when certain prophecies happen or are completed, that's his kingdom about to be destroyed, man. So with the chip, the World War III, all right, and great destruction is equals Esau's kingdom being taken down. It says, the beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? All right? And that's the question we ask ourselves. Like, what are we going to do in the time of Jacob's trouble, man? In the time of great tribulation.
That's right.
We're going to sigh and cry to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI to save us, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It says, verse 19, this is the last verse. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. And that word amendment, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to look it up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It says a recompense, compensation for loss or injury.
Yep.
All right? That's the payback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's judgment. That's correction from the Lord, man. Okay? So.
God, that's right, bro. I got something real quick. This is I started Isaiah 13:6. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you know, the Spirit has us basically focusing in on a lot of these Christians right now, and this is what they don't go into, man. These Christians, their opinion of Hurricane Florence is they're trying to pray that the Lord hold back the winds. Meanwhile, we're praying that the Lord, increase these winds, man. Increase this hurricane, man. But these Christians, to them, the hurricane is from the devil. The devil sent it. You know what I mean? But it says it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty, and this is the type of scriptures that they ignore. They read right over this. All right. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as flames. And really, this goes into the nuclear destruction of America. All right, but before then, okay, it's gonna be earthquakes and so many different things. So many, like the brother just read. You got famines, pestilence. All right, so many different instruments that the Lord is gonna bring upon this place to destroy. Verse 9: Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel with fear, with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. So it's the sinners that are gonna receive that judgment. Okay, and it says cruel with both wrath and fierce anger. All right, so this Bible is not just a nice sweet book, man. All right, this is not just a some fairy tale Disney movie shit, man. So, and I don't mean to say shit, but this is not that, man. This thing is deadly serious, man. All right, the Lord is coming with fierce. It says both with wrath and fierce anger. All right. So the Lord is gonna put His fear back in the earth, man. He's gonna put His fear back in the earth to make you people humble, man. All right. I'll keep going. I'm going to go down to verse 11. And I will punish the wicked for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. And like I said before, storms is the perfect recipe. A very strong storm is the perfect recipe to humble you people, man. All right. Perfect thing to humble you people. All right, because like I said, you're gonna be losing homes. You're gonna have to submit to Esau's camps and different things that he has in place. All right, and you're gonna lose a lot of things, man. That's what's getting ready to happen. All right. You had anything else, bro?
I got one scripture. This is it's like y'all.
No, you good.
This is the book of Nahum, since we're talking about the storm. The book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 2. Most High is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revengeth. But I thought these Christians said the Lord loved everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and is furious. Why would he be furious if he loved everybody? It said, the Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. All right? You know, you people that don't want to hearken unto the Lord, all right? You're the enemies, okay? Verse 3, the Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet.
Ooh, beautiful. That's a beautiful scripture to close on, because it said the Lord has his way. And in the what? In the storm?
He has his way in the whirlwind and in the storm.
In the whirlwind and in the storm, the Lord has his way. This is sent by YAHAWASHI, you know. And that word Florence actually means, in the etymology, it means blooming. All right? Which, you know, the Lord is blooming these prophecies, man. You know, that's one way to look at it. The Lord is getting ready to bloom these places, and then like the brother's been bringing out, it's another storm behind it called Isaac.
Yep.
All right. You know, which means laughter in the Hebrew. You know.
You're gonna laugh at your calamities.
Mm-hmm. So that's what's getting ready to happen, and like I said, we're praying that this thing is going to get worse and worse, and we're praying that the Lord is going to send more destruction. All right. Did you have anything else? All right. So with that, we want to give our praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM Rakakwadash. That belongs to our elders and apostles. Shalom.